I want to ask you a question, and it's okay if you don't have the answer, but it's not okay if you don't have the answer because I
Yeah.
need you to have the answer.
Okay.
So,
Gotta have it.
do you think celebrities have a social responsibility to say something at a time like this? So, for instance, we have the George Floyd incident. You know, we have the Ahmaud Arbery incident. Do you think celebrity, you know, not to put anybody on the spot, but let's say Will Smith or Diddy, Kevin Hart, like the big celebrities, do you think they have a social obligation to the community to say something?
It depends on what their brand is. You know,
Yep.
I'm not expecting. I'm not expecting. I don't know. I'm not gonna put any artist name out there, but I'm not expecting your artist or your celebrity that's all about vulgar content on social media to come up and say, "Listen, man, let's stick together." Like, yo, you just made a song about killing 5 people, or you made a song about being in the club throwing money and stuff like that. Like, I don't know what your brand is, but I can't necessarily expect because you make the music that you're not either living up to that brand name that you're putting out there, or you're a different person. You know what I mean? It's almost like that episode with Dave Chappelle when he was talking about I think he said something about current affairs, and he was like, "Man, you think I care what Ja Rule say, man?" It's
Right
the same
around
thing.
September 11th, Ja Rule was on MTV. That's what they said. They said, we got Ja Rule on the phone. Let's see what Ja's thoughts are on this tragedy. Who gives a what Ja Rule thinks at a time like this? This is ridiculous. I don't want to dance. I'm scared to death.
You know what I mean? But I do think the fact that a lot of young people look up to these celebrities and these icons as somebody that's like their mentor or role model, yeah, they should definitely send out a message so the people that's younger than them or looking up to them actually understand things like this are not okay. We should kind of stick together and promote peace. And on the interim, some of these people don't care, man. A lot of celebrities, they feel like they don't want to go against the grain. So I'm torn in between, man. I think they should represent a good image for the young following that they have. But on the other flip note, if that's not them, that's really not them. You can't look at some of these people and think that they
I'm on the other side of the argument. I think they have an obligation. I think they like the celebrities with huge, like large platforms.
yeah.
North of 50 million social media, followers, right? So like the Kevin Harts, the Tyler Perry's, Oprah Winfrey's, the Rocks, the Jay-Z's, those people. I think because growing up, not even when we were growing up, let's say our parents' generation, right?
Yeah.
They were still a lot of civil rights leaders.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Malcolm X, it was Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
They were people looking out for black interests. The Jesse Jacksons, young Al Sharpton, right? They
Mm-hmm.
were looking fat Al Sharpton, rather. They were looking out for the black interests, right? So you didn't have to lean on or Run DMC for that leadership when it came to social issues.
Mm-hmm.
But now we don't really have a lot of social advocates that are that big, that magnitude. Because in the 90s, after Martin Luther King and Malcolm X got killed, Cash was just like, wait, nah, I'm good. One. Two, in the 90s, in the 80s, who ran these music industries? Hollywood, it's white people,
Mm-hmm.
right? And what the message that they were trying to push out was obviously hip hop and misogyny. And a lot of people got rich off it. Diddy, Jay-Z, they all got rich off this image.
Yeah.
Who were buying them? Who were the consumers? Black people. So you got into these heights where you have the seat at the table with white folks, i.e. Jay-Z, Roger Goodell, NFL, you're at your seat at the table. They hear you. They listen to you. I feel like you have a social obligation to say, and be that voice, even if you don't want to, and if it's not your demeanor, it's not your personality. I think that people have put you up at this level.
Mm-hmm.
You're on this pedestal because of the millions of people that have supported you, right? I bought your albums, gone to your concerts, bought your apparel, whatever, merchandise.
Mm-hmm.
You have social responsibility to make a statement or do something, or I don't know, a cry for help or a meeting. Because at the end of the day, I don't care if you are an activist on the street level, social activist, and you call for an audience with a councilman, senator, or anyone of some influence, they won't take your call. But if Jay-Z does,
Yeah.
chances are they'll take his call, right? And I think that's why they have that social responsibility. And so, yeah, it's for me, that's what actually angered me the most, like during like this whole thing, because I'm looking at like, there's no reason why Justin Bieber should make a statement before Kevin Hart when a black man gets killed. Like that's, that's not a let me call my publicist before I say something kind of call. You know what I mean? Like that's just like you see the imagery and that's like go on social media monologue. Like it's not a let me wait 48 hours and see what exactly happened kind of situation.
Let me cut you off right there. Let me ask you this: are you surprised?
I'm disappointed. I'm not surprised. I'm beyond surprising. Is not like
join a long list of people, because I already signed up years ago about disappointment about what I see in this quote unquote black community. But I mean, you got to think about it, man. We ain't got no more Malcolm X's. We ain't got Martin Luther Kings.
Because we didn't protect them. I mean, the community didn't protect the leaders.
They weren't protected. And then when you do have a particular, I guess, a black role model, they go down doing something unethical. I mean, we had Gilliam in Florida.
Oh, let's not talk about that. But I think they set him up.
You can't get set up with your pants down and some cocaine on the table. Come on, man. People are in these high positions getting caught doing other stuff. So yeah, you want your comedians and your athletes to speak out, but at the end of the day, are they really standing citizens, like people that you really should be looking up to because of the position they hold in society, because they make good music, or they
But people listen. You don't pick your role models, right? LeBron James is a role model. He did go to college.
You don't pick role models, or are you saying that as a black culture thing?
As a society, yeah, you pick whoever's there. You know what I mean? Like society, you pick whoever got out. LeBron James is a role model because he made it out at a young age. He didn't fall apart. He was able to. He hasn't had any huge scandal, and now he's a role model. Like he's not, a Harvard grad, or he's just like a high school kid, went to NBA, got a shit ton of money, was able to make good investments, and that's where he is. And he became a role model. Did he want to become a role model? Probably not. But guess what? He's taken it and he said, you know what? I will try to be better for my people. And I just feel like we, as a community, we don't have enough role models. Everyone knows that, But unfortunately, even if you are a positive role model, white people won't listen to you. They don't know you. They don't care to speak to you. What's the guy from Brooklyn? Jumaane? Is he?
Which you talking about the representative?
Yeah, he has like Tourette's.
I forgot his name.
I think his name's Jumaane. I'm not too sure, but he can't get an audience with people of power. But look who got him. Look who had prison reform. Meek Mill. I didn't even know. I don't know if Meek Mill went to high school. So but he's got 100,000 people out of prison. He's robbed Roger Kraft. He got billionaires literally with him. Come on.
So with that being said, do you think a lot of the celebrities that you're looking to be advocates for social change are possibly scared? Like they want to represent for us, but they got big machines behind them. So they're like, I want to talk about this, but this been happening for many years, and I ain't trying to be canceled because it's bringing in money and helping me support my family.
Since '93, the black dollar has gotten a lot more powerful. We're responsible for a lot more in this country, a lot more. So I think if you're and you have a lot more supporters that are not black. So yes, is there a risk? But look at Kim Kardashian. She made a whole empire of just trying to be black. And everybody loves her. Regardless of what you say. You can't create billionaires and sleep with rappers and everyone doesn't love it. You can't be a billionaire in America and people don't love it. It's just money and popularity and love hand in hand. Kylie, Kim are with rappers, Chloe and Courtney, babies by basketball players that are black. It's not, you can't be afraid. People, I think They just want to have that likability factor. And yes, there might be some deals you may forfeit or not be able to get, but we do open other doors. Look at Tyler Perry. He did it his way. He owns a studio. Even black people hated on him.
Yeah.
Personally, I hated on him. But he got a studio. You know, and he's making movies, and he's self-sufficient.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't own anybody, and he's not owned by anybody. Play the game, you're gonna get owned. And all of us are just in this game to try to buy freedom, man. Like, this is it. You know, we could talk much we want on the podcast. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna be masked on that phone. Morning, Matt. Morning, Matt. He said, "What you do last night?" Nothing, just slept.
Yeah.
It is what it is until you get your freedom.
Oh,
but right now, you got to play the game.